Are these Mars hieroglyphs? Carvings into Mars rock is found in NASA Mars images. And you can see there that rock doesn't even look like it belongs there. It's a totally different color. And it reminds us of the color of the statue face that the Mars Perseverance rover gave us a few days ago. And these are the carvings on the rock that don't at all seem to be geological formations. They seem to be similar to Egyptian hieroglyphs. These are more NASA images of structures on Mars. And if you see the video before this one, even something that looks like an ancient Japanese temple tomb has been found on Mars as well, if you see the video before this one. So there's more questions arising from these images of Mars and answers. This is by Alexander Light on Humans Are Free. According to ufologists, this could be the biggest ever discovery on the red planet. And while media around the world has a very hard time considering the possibility that some of these images are actually a bit more mysterious than what everyone wants to expect, except ufologists continue looking through thousands of images from Mars, suggesting that some of them are clear evidence that life on Mars existed in the past. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. We even have the Emerald tablets written by Thoth, the ancient Atlantean. Thoth, who credits himself with building the Giza pyramids, saying that one of the Atlantean generals was exiled on Mars, buried under a structure that looks like a face, and his generals' entourage were buried in the pyramids next to that face, and that they were put there so that the face and the pyramids would be easily seen by people, other Atlanteans and other humanoids traveling through space were able to see where the exiled general's tomb was under the face of Mars. Now this thing here, an excellent sample, even the color is different from the rest of the dust, and we see pyramids in the background next to that. This is from a screenshot of UFO OVNI. So what is this? We know that Graham Hancock in one of his past lectures told us that Cairo in Egyptian means Mars. Cairo means Mars, so there must have been some kind of a connection between Egyptians and Mars, calling Cairo Mars, Mars Cairo, and of course the Emerald tablets. You can see, you can read, I've read those for you in my Emerald tablets playlist, a tremendous amount of advanced technology, and they had space flight and interstellar flight, besides having interdimensional switching back and forth. Now, they were so narcissistic that they misused their technology, and Thoth explains very clearly that it was a matter of time before divine providence, divine intervention would have put an end to them because they were misusing Earth and humans as well. Now, what is this evidence on Mars that we see? What was going on there? Not only do these images show that Mars was inhabited, it could be, if they are constructed, that means that Mars was inhabited, just like the legends and mythology tells us. Civilizations developed on the planet, they said, and we're seeing evidence perhaps of their existence thanks to the numerous images NASA's rovers are sending back to us, to Earth, according to what ufologists claim. Scott Waring, editor from UFO Sightings Daily, posted, "History is being made here, folks. This is something special. This particular NASA photo has a lot in it, but the crown jewels is its hieroglyphs on a large broken wall, and the video shows writing on Mars. The writing itself is actually protruding from the wall instead of carved deeply in it." it's protruding from the wall. It comes out. Isn't that something? There are a lot of similarities between this and ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. I went through the photo and found dozens of ancient artifacts, but picked only the best and posted them below. The writing is finally the absolute proof that we needed to prove these beings were intelligent enough to have a written language. Now, NASA has not commented on any of these images. The comments that they did say were, of course, that these were all natural geological formations. But people around the globe firmly believe that NASA may not be truthful about these Mars artifacts. Now, ufologists around the world firmly believe some of the images taken by NASA 4WD alien droid on the red planet show that what appears to be intelligent markings on some of the rocks of the red planet. They argue that these markings are the remains of the long-lost alien civilization from Mars that inhabited the planet in the distant past when Mars had an atmosphere nearly identical to that of Earth and liquid water flowing in rivers, lakes, and oceans. Yeah, that's what Thoth the Atlantean says in the Emerald Tablets, that Mars had an atmosphere and topography very similar to that of Earth, but something happened. And from the past video, you'll see that they found a certain xenon 129 on the surface of Mars, and they say that xenon 129 is only found at sites of nuclear explosions. So it could be that there was a nuclear explosion on Mars because of the xenon material that they found there. Now, skeptics and other others believe that the evidence is completely non-existent and that the patterns and the artifacts and other mysterious objects seen in the images are a result of pareidolia. That's when our brain tricks us into seeing familiar patterns that really don't exist in reality. There are a lot of different views on these mysterious images. One commentator wrote, "The rocks in the original photo all have the same geological pattern, which look like ridges caused by ice or heat or other natural phenomenon." And Scott Waring says, "A written language from another planet, it's the final straw that will really reveal disclosure. Is this what we need to find more of?" he says. So while skeptics remain unconvinced about alleged findings on Mars, we can't help but wonder, what if some of the images that have been sent to Earth from Mars actually show the remains of buildings that existed on the surface of Mars thousands, if not millions of years ago? Now remember that not long ago, many people believed it was impossible for Mars to have liquid water flowing on its surface, yet somehow the impossible became possible when NASA announced a discovery not long ago. So who knows, maybe one day we'll learn the truth about these mysterious images that captivate our imagination since Curiosity touched down on Mars, and other rovers, of course. So there's a lot to be learned from our red planet, even our moon. So please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. This is on Humans Are Free.